could be down for. Call me, I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on with. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me, it's only you. I wanna love you with what you go through. I wanna be down, I wanna be down with you.
Well, hello, welcome back to Miss Joan Uncut. It's me again, coming back, should I say, with another video. I want to first start off by just thanking everyone for liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate y'all. I really didn't even expect to get the numbers I got on my last video because I have been going for a while. So I really appreciate you more than you know. So for all my new subbies, just to let you know how we do over here, we spectate, we don't participate in the drama. So I just give commentary on what I see. And over here, we like to hold people accountable, right? So anything I see that just move funny, look funny, act funny, I'm going to call it out. So you know how we do over here. I'm going to jump right into it. So as you can see by the title and by the thumbnail, we were talking about Miss Kimmie. She recently addressed Jaguar, right? And if you notice, all she really did was just like jump from one person to another. So she went from Jaguar, right, to VS Icon. In my last video, I do break down a little bit about VS if you're just curious to who she is. But by now, I think you're pretty caught up. So here's my thing. It seems as though ever since Kimmie has like fallen out with Jag, everybody is just like jumping on like Kimmie's train. Now, I don't know if it's because now who she associated with, but I just think it's real funny because no less than maybe a month or two ago, Kimmie was literally Jaguar Wright's like right-hand man. And she enabled a lot of Jaguar Wright's behavior. But now because everybody's up in an outrage, like, oh, I can't believe Jag did Kimmie like that. Have you not watched the woman over the years? Jag shits on every person she comes across. I really don't think, or I don't understand why anyone would think that Kimmie would be different. That lady sat up there and spent all that money on Jaguar, making sure she had a roof over her head, sending her money and food to eat and all this other stuff, pretty much taking care of her to the point she could have claimed her on her W-2s, okay, as a dependent. And now it's like, oh, I can't believe she did this to me. Really? Okay. I guess. Like, this is the same woman who literally had her son, okay, approach TJ on her own panel. If you remember, after Jag and TJ broke up, Kimmie was going at TJ neck. Kimmie sat up on her live today and said that the reason why her and TJ fell out is because TJ started lying for Jag. Kimmie was too. Kimmie was too. I mean, we all have eyes, right? And we all have ears. I know I'm not the only person who was watching Jag over on Kimmie's panel, or when they would have those long marathon panels and Jag was up there spitting all that venom and lies and deceit. And guess who was right up there with her going to bat? Kimmie. But now it's an outrage that I can't believe Jag did this to Kimmie. Cut it out. So it's a few points I want to touch on, right? So earlier today, Kimmie went live, and it was actually a pretty interesting live. Kimmie hit her 1K today. So let me start off before I really get into her ass. Congratulations on your 1K, girl. I hope you know you indebted to VS for the rest of your life, girl, on YouTube. You done sold your soul to the devil. Because I'm not going to deny, VS brings everybody numbers. Mia's had a very strong backing and subscribers, and she has them from all over. Okay, she goes in different sectors, make herself known just to get subscribers. So let me tell you something, she got little birdies in a lot of these sectors. So um see, I wanted to be shady, but I'm not. Cause you know what, I know she's happy she made that 1K. Cause in the YouTube sphere, 1K is a big deal. So I'm not gonna take that from her. Unfortunately, it did come by the way of VS, but you know, you got him, girl. You got him. So today I noticed that Kai was on Kimmie, and Kimmie pretty much made a choice for Kai, right? So if you don't know Kai, he is one of Jaguar's, right, minions, who is also an ally with the former minion Kimmie. And yeah, I said it. And I guess what it was Kai was seen over on Jaguar Wright's panel, where Jag pretty much got him to come out and say that Kimmie was pretty much, what's the word, grooming him. And we found out that Kai is under 21, child. I mean, I knew he was young for his age, but the fact that he sat his ass up on them panels all them hours and days and months, that was a little ass boy. And Kimmie was confiding. Now, to be fair, he lied about his age. That tells you right there. There's a lot of immaturity over there. Okay? There's a lot of immaturity. That makes no sense to that. Y'all sitting up there with that child. Is he even legal? They say he 18. But is he really? Y'all better be careful messing with these children. Over there, messing with children, child. So as Kimmie was talking to Kai, right? She was just trying to get him to understand, listen, like, I'm done with Jag. Now, I will say this, Kimmie do have a right to be done with Jag. Jag did her dirty. But I'm just not surprised. Because if Jag will do this to her own mother, she'll do this to her son, she'll do this to her own children's father, she'll do this to her own husband that is in question, and whether that really is her husband, Goomba. Why did Kimmie think she was any different? That's just like a woman that dates a man, or a person that dates another person that know they ain't shit, but they feel like they're special. They feel like they're the one that they won't do that to. You're the main person they'll do that to. I don't understand how these women are older than me and they don't know that, but we all grow up in a different way of life, I guess. I don't know. Comment ain't so common. So after Kimmie was like pretty much talking to Kai just couldn't understand why Kimmie was cutting him off. And now one thing I did like what Kimmie did, she's like, I'm not gonna leave you room or allow you room to make a choice. I'm gonna make it for you, because clearly your alliance is with Jag, and I'm not dealing with Jag because now she's with VS. And I'm pretty sure VS told her ass, like, cut Jag off. And she did. And she just pretty much told Kai bye, and that she just wasn't fucking with him. And I thought that was real funny. But I seen this months ago that this whole like crew mod squad was going to break down, because when you come together to hate a person or dislike a person, you eventually going to turn on each other. And I really feel like Kimmie has been dealing with Jag for a minute now, a couple years. She's seen Jag's behavior. She enabled a lot of her behavior. And that's why I don't understand. Like, I'm really just not buying this whole outrage to, oh my God. The only reason why I think people are even jumping on the Kimmie train is because she has so much Jag's tea. And she has been spilling the child. Because Jag like to sleep with married men, honey. My only issue really with Kimmie in this whole situation, other than she was up there rah-rahing with her and her biggest cheerleader and jumping on camera like she was Debo and shit, like she was gonna really do something to somebody all over Jag, and now it's OF Jag. She just flipped a little too quick for me. That's just my opinion. She flipped a little too damn quick for me. If you really my bitch, or really my girl, we have a falling out. Granted, I know Jag came out and said some things about Kimmie and that made Kimmie come out and say things. I get that. But like, you knew how she was. And where is this whole Kimmie is a psychologist, or she got a degree in psychology? So you telling me, girl, in all them books that you read, you ain't seen none of them signs? You couldn't identify? She said on her live, I don't want to diagnose nobody. You might want to start with diagnosing yourself. Sorry, I'm not gonna, I can't. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to her behavior. Kimmie was just as bad as Jag. And now she's over here. We're going to get into it. I'm moving a little quick because, So, in the middle of her live, people were going back and forth between Jag, because Jag was live at the same time. People was going back and forth between Jag and Kimmie's lives and reporting and pretty much bringing back just mess. And Jag, I guess it's Jag. She threatened to beat the hell up with paws. Let's say paws on Kimmie, and it was all this. I'ma download her video and all. It's Jag we're talking about. That's what I don't understand. Like she does everything in a repeat pattern. Jag does everything to everybody the same exact way, just like VS do everything to everybody the same exact way. And if you pay attention, Jag ain't gonna put her hands on Kimmie. It's just talk. She's trying to show bad because she hurt. She lost one person that she thought she really could rely on. This was like her meal ticket. Kimmie was her meal ticket. I mean, call it what you want. But Jag is another person incapable of loving other people. So I don't know why you thought Jag was really fucking with you. But, what do I know? So in the middle of all of this, VS pops up on Kimmie. I'm going to say this, though. VS, she bring the numbers. I told y'all, she bring the numbers. Because Kimmie had over like 400-something people in her chat. And Jag only had one. And Jag is the name. She's the sector. So I'm going to say VS got way more pull on YouTube than Jag. And I'm not trying to be shady, but I just like to call it what it is. When Jag was over on Kimmie's all those lives, Kimmie wasn't pulling no numbers, even with Jag there. A few times here and there, yeah, depending on the type of drama, Kimmie get numbers. But since VS been around, Kimmie getting numbers. But girl, did you know you just signed yourself over to... Girl, I told y'all this is how VS work, right? So this is how I'm breaking this down. What I think what VS was trying to do, I think VS was trying to really get close to Jag, because Jag is really the face. You can say whatever you want about Jaguar, right? Even though, yeah, she's a washed up celebrity. When you Google her, she has a whole profile. Like she's linked. She has pictures like with some of the biggest in the industry. So we're not going to take that from her. And I think VS saw that as an opportunity, but she wasn't really aware of the mind state of Jaguar. And I think what happened was she went to the next closest thing to Jag, and that's Kimmie. Kimmie got all Jag's juice, tea. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm surprised at VS that she didn't teach Kimmie a little bit better on how to feed YouTube Jag's juice. You don't never put it all out. You don't throw all of the juice out on us, because she was over there talking to TJ, putting out a lot of stuff. Girl, you have to feed in bits. That's how you keep everyone coming, because every time Jag says something, you come back with something else. And let's be honest, we already knew Jag was a hoe. I mean, she was prostituting online. We saw it with our own eyes. Did we forget about John Paul? Did we really? That's what I don't understand, where this outrage is coming from. Because if you've been here, you've seen it. Why are we surprised that Jag showed her ass on Kimmie? What I think Jag didn't expect was to actually Kimmie be like, fuck you. But Kimmie's going where the money is. Okay? Kimmie saw some money and she was like, yep, that's where I'm going. And Kimmie girl, I'm gonna just say this. Make sure you stay loyal to VS, girl. Kimmie seemed like she just has a personality where she don't do well with being controlled, right? Jag is very good mentally. She know how to make a person feel like they leading and they not even leading, hun. But VS is very, very controlling. And child, let me tell you something. Read the comment section of my last video. There are other people who I've seen over in the beef sector, so I know they know VS, and they say the same thing. Like, this is how VS move. She gets you, she show you, look, I can get you money, I can get you numbers, I can get you this, but you got to give me something in return. Dead ass. You can watch, if you remember, you can watch her lives. If you ever seen her on somebody else's panel in other sectors, VS verbatim will tell you, you got to give me something back in return. So Kimmie, girl, I don't know what you're giving her, but you better keep feeding that monster. Because the moment you stop feeding her, she will eat you alive. And let me tell you something. She will drain your chat. I've seen VS do it. All those 400, I say a good 300 people came from VS, baby. They won't come back. When I say they loyal to VS, they're loyal. VS subscribers are loyal to her. Honey, she'll see one of her subscribers that's always dropping down, one of her members in somebody else chat talking shit, and you'll come back, girl, and be blocked. Don't even know why. Didn't even realize that she's seen your ass. She moves just like that. So everybody, let me tell you something. Every time VS go live or she on somebody else's panel too, and people be like, oh, I dropped the link. If you got questions for VS, come up. Nobody goes up. Don't nobody want to deal with VS. That bitch is like the boogeyman. She is Voldemort. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn to keep messing with people when you have people who are out here telling you how a person is. And it's, oh, they're haters. No, bitch. I'm actually looking out for you. But you know what? Let me tell you how I know these two won't fall out, Kimmie and VS eventually. And it's not that I want it, but we just literally watched VS fall out with one of her, like, I won't say her day ones. Yeah, we seen her flip on her day one. Serious Bayless. Oh yeah. If y'all go over there and search that, VS flipped on her day one. Like dead ass. As soon as she came back, she just like did that girl so dirty. And then Coolin, if y'all know, from another sector, her name is Coolin. That VS really liked her. Like VS really rocked with her. But that's a whole nother little story why they fell out. But like the fact that VS is falling out with her day ones, and it's mostly coming from her end. Oh, Kimmie and VS is next. Now they may last a little minute, depending on how Kimmie move. Because it's really based on how Kimmie move. VS will bring her numbers. VS will be cool with her. VS will show her the game. But the moment she don't feel like her loyal's in return. And Jag girl, you done sat over here and gave VS your man's information. Let VS say. Yep. And Kimmie Live, she said it. She said the man is from Mississippi. She know for a fact that she got family who knows Jaguar Wright's man. That's a whole nother video because I think that nigga catfishing. Let me tell you something. VS is known for interviewing. VS the same person, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, that interviewed another YouTuber in the beef sector's family, and we found out some very disturbing information about that girl and her family. She interviewed the girl's brother. Okay. Found out the mama took a life of one of her siblings and buried him in a backyard by a tree, child. And the mother went to jail because she was mentally unstable. And the only reason why we found that out is because VS interviewed the girl's brother, and the brother told it all. So the fact that Jagden gave VS her man's information, and VS is clearly, it sounds like she's looking for this man's family in Mississippi. Don't let VS find nothing. Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep messing with these people out here who really know how to finesse and know how to get on the internet and act crazy. Well, y'all, I don't know why Kimmie over there acting like she free from Jag, because all she did was just sign over to it. This is a prime example. Some people can't just stand alone. They got to follow somebody. Ooh, did I say that? I did. Because I don't know how you just went from Jag and all that psychological bullshit, and then you just jump right on the bandwagon of somebody else. Girl, you ain't even give yourself room to breathe, to be on your own, to really figure shit out. No, you just jump to another content creator. Yes, she bring you numbers, but girl, you indebted to VS. That's it, and that's all. I have nothing else to say about it. But yeah, the whole fake outrage and we team Kimmie, me personally, I'm not going. because I did not forget how that lady was. You let your grown son try to intimidate another grown woman. Talk about TJ. And then TJ up there with her, with Kimmie, you know, well, TJ, you know, you both was lying for Jag. You both was up there. And the fact that you sat here and collect all this tea on Jag and just told us like that makes me question, was you ever really her friend? Or was it the fact that you can tell people, oh, guess who I'm associated with? Jaguar, right? Because Kimmie's telling it all, child. We know Jag gonna tell it. But the flip was a flip-floppy little flippy too quick for me. I'm just saying. I got bitches from high school that I'm not even friends with, and I can't stand them heifers, and I still haven't told they tea. I'm just saying. I should, but it ain't my place to do. But anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for sticking through. If you made it through this long, you know you a real one. I appreciate. Let me know below. Let me know below in the comments, y'all. How are y'all feeling about this migration between VS and the Jaguar, right? Like, I could tell a lot of y'all not feeling it, but like, what's your real tea? Because I know I'm not the only one. Like, are y'all falling for this whole Kimmie? Like, I just can't. That lady was up there puffing like she was the big bad wolf for months. Out here talking mad shit, lying for Jag. And then come out like, I was real. I didn't know, girl, bye. Jag was up there saying frivolous shit, okay? And Kimmie, yeah, right? And Jag, right, Kimmie? Right, girl? But now we are supposed to be amnesia and be like, oh my God, poor Kimmie. Girl, no. You aided and abetted in her behavior. Anyway. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Excuse me for my little rant, but you know how we do over here. I hope everyone have a blessed rest of your day and smooches.
Could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. Call me out, look at you, I feel something tell me.